welcome to my Options 1 channel. Now those of you that have been watching in the past, I had always called this channel the Ocean 1 and then some channel. It's been a progression. I originally started as the Ocean 1 channel, then changed it to Ocean 1 and then some, and now I have most recently changed it to Options 1 for recurring income, because really that's what I've been focusing on recently. Now, I have only been doing trades in SoFi. You know, those of you that are watching are probably from SoFi and interested in SoFi, and you're interested in learning how to trade options. So that's what this channel is for. I'm a little out of breath. I just came downstairs and did some other stuff. But anyway, I just sat down to do this video. And what a day it was. I mean, wow. SoFi was all over the place. It was down 13% in pre-market. Actually, I think it was down 15% in pre-market. It was down 13% at open. It recovered some and was down like 7 or 8%, and it ended up finishing the day down around 10%. Now, if you've been watching my other videos, when I stand up, I'll be going over my trades. I had said that I fully expected a 10% up or down movement today, and that's exactly what we got. What I didn't account for though was the market going ape nuts over what was it called, deep think. Yeah, the market was rattled today over deep think. So if you don't know what that is, yeah, you didn't have your eyes and ears open on the market today. That was a Chinese firm basically saying that they could do AI for cheaper and better at a fraction of the cost. Anyway, that really doesn't have a whole lot to do with SoFi, and it didn't really have a whole lot to do with other tickers. But since NVIDIA is a huge part of the market, when NVIDIA gets mopped, then the other tickers get mopped as well. And that's pretty much what happened with SoFi today. Now, I'm not doing this video to cover the metrics of the conference call. I may do a video over that. I am thinking about that. I think that a few big things were missed today that were very positive news, but this channel is about the options. So let's jump right into the options, and I'll stand up and go over everything. Okay. As always, let's back up a little bit here. January the 3rd through the 10th, since this is a new week, I lost $103. The next week, I made $254. Last week, I made $281. And when we ended last week, I had this still out. I had one sold to open covered call for 19. And when the stock got murdered this morning, I'm like, okay, I just need to buy that back, because I had been rolling it, and the last time I rolled it, I had $68 total. I want to be clear on that, total in the roll. And if it would have got assigned or taken from me at 19, I would have made $332 off the trade, so I wasn't worried about that. But when the stock got crushed this morning, this went down so much in value that I was able to buy it back for $7. So I bought this back for $7 so I could turn around and sell a put on it, which is exactly what I did. So let's go here. I bought to close for $7, or, well, 7 cents, which is $7 because it gets multiplied by 100. And that gave me a total cost of $76. Now, the really funny thing is, after I bought that back, I immediately turned around and sold a $16 put on it. And oddly enough, I got $76 when I sold that put. I mean, it was hilarious. It was dollar for dollar. So that's what I had originally been out rolling it. That's what I got when I sold the $16 put. So as long as we close above 16 this week, then, you know, I would be dead even here, but I'm up on the shares. I only have a $15 cost in the shares there, so I would be up on that. Now that's just one call, so it's not that big of a deal, but it is interesting how I'm doing this, and that's why I'm doing this, to show you how everything works out. So When I immediately sold that call, I collected the $76. That put me dead even. So, you know, that's a good way to exit that trade and start a new one. Now, I rarely ever buy calls. If you go back to last week, I said if the market takes a big drop down, what am I going to do with my sold $20 puts, which are right here. I had sold two $20 puts and I had collected $508. And I said, unless the stock, you know, just gets smashed down to 16, it's not that scary of a trade. Well, this morning the stock got smashed down to 15 something. You know, it was a really odd day in the grand scheme of things that we just got smacked so much because of deep think. All right. Now, I said when I made the video last week, I said if we were to get a really big drop, would I take any action on my sold puts? And I said no, I would not. I said the market always overreacts, or almost always overreacts. And I think we would recover after the market sell off unless the news was bad. For those of you that listened to the call or didn't listen to the call, everything was actually good in the call. There was no bad news. The one thing that the market didn't like, and I didn't like it either as a matter of fact, was, you know, we earned 5 cents this quarter per share. And SoFi projected that they would earn 3 cents per share in the next quarter. You don't ever really expect that. Now that was explained why in the call, and I may do a video over that, but that's the single biggest reason other than deep think that we got murdered this morning on the share price. So I didn't do anything here. There was nothing to do. There was no reason to buy this back. There was no action to take. I'll just see how that goes, and I'll make adjustments as I need to. Now down here, I rarely ever buy calls, but if you remember last week, I said if the market were to take a big drop, that may be a good opportunity to buy some calls. Now, I normally do not buy calls. I like to sell them. I like to sell the puts. But I felt like that the market took a knee-jerk reaction to the news this morning, and it was just overblown. You couldn't find a green ticker anywhere. If you were to look at, say, 150 tickers, you may have found 3 or 4 that was actually green. It was absolutely 100% algorithmic trading, and you just can't fight that. You can't fight the algos, man. So what I decided to do is I decided to purchase 2 calls, and I'm like, okay, what do I get here? What do I pay for? And I decided to open 2 $15 calls at $1.66 a piece for $322. And I forgot to write down the expiration date. That was actually the end of February. I think that was actually the 28th of February. I'm pretty sure. The 27th or 28th in there, which whatever the Friday is, that's what it's going to be. So these are a month out. So as long as we close over what? 1666, I'll make money on this. If we're not over 1666 by February the 28th, SoFi is not doing that well, or the market's not doing that well. I would fully expect to maybe see 1688 this week. That would not surprise me at all. Heck, it wouldn't surprise me to see it tomorrow. Tomorrow being Tuesday. So those are my trades. There's really nothing to report as far as, you know, a profit or a loss yet. That's still up here. Anytime I lock in a profit or I lock in a loss, I'll keep it up there on the total. So hopefully, I hope you guys are enjoying my channel and learning a little bit when to take action, when not to take action. The only thing that I wish I could do better is I wish I could do this in real time, but in my work schedule now, I'll probably have to do videos in the evening. I was doing a pretty good job being able to get the videos up, you know, 30 minutes or 45 minutes after making the trade. I did post on StockTwits my trades as I did them, but, you know, I was like, okay, can't make a video till this evening, so here it is. Anyway, I hope you're finding it beneficial, and I hope you're finding it helpful, and I hope you're learning, and I hope you're gaining confidence on what you can possibly do. By watching this channel and learning this. If you got questions, just reach out to me. Just always remember, whatever trade you make, you are responsible for your trades. I am not responsible for your trades. I am just showing you mine. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. And if you're liking my content, just like and subscribe. Gain a few subscribers, I have, and gain a few viewers, stuff like that. Just trying to make a little money like everybody else and grow my options channel. Options 1 for a recurring income. All right, guys, until next time.